यहाँ पे Activision की फिर से माँ की आंख होगी. Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you with an emergency video. The situation is really delicate. I mean, effing cannot say that word on YouTube. Like if your team Giga Chat, dislike if your team Activision. When your homie Calvin hits you up, that's when you know it's going down. Okay, so the homie hit me up, says that things just got a whole lot more interesting. I don't think Activision will be able to do helicopters with their willies anymore. And you want to know what happened? Nearly 1,000 employees. We're not talking about like one spinneroonie guy. You know, we talked about it recently. You probably heard that Booker T like 2-3 years ago, he sued Activision, was doing spinneroonies, and after that, just recently in fact, couldn't do any spinneroonies. But now 1,000 employees signed letter condemning company's response to allegations. If you don't understand what this means, I'm gonna hit you up, I'm gonna let you know. And then you hear this, and I personally did not believe this at first. I was like, yeah, there's no way Activision is just bluffing. They're trying to soften the blow. Blizzard devs say some men were also harassed too. Bro, you cannot make that up. This is massive. We haven't even heard anything from Bobby. Obviously, he's just too busy on his private island crying in his Lambo. Took $155 million, and I'm like, dog, please take 2 billion. Take 3 million. I mean, take 3 billion. 3 million is nothing for you. Take 3 billion. Let these devs work. I mean, like, bro, they want to put Easter eggs in Call of Duties. They don't want to do Easter eggs unwillingly with people. You got Grindr. You got Tinder for that. You got, like, you know, mutual consent. Ever heard about that? For example, if I want to do Easter eggs with somebody, right? Like, let's say she's looking like a snack, and she's like, yo, let's do Easter eggs together. I'm like, F yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna let you go in town on me, and I'm gonna go town on you too. That's mutual consent. But obviously I'm on NoFap, so not gonna do that. But my point here is that that's when you progress. You don't do like you know, you want to do Easter eggs, but the other person's like, no, I don't want to do Easter eggs, and then you're like, yeah, let's do Easter. Come on, man, you got Tinder for that, you got Grindr for that. You can also pay somebody, given that they wanna do it. You know, there are people, there's certain group that you can pay, no disrespect, there's certain group that you can pay that openly wanna do Easter eggs with you. Obviously you gotta know the laws of your state, your country, your city, then you proceed. You know, you got stuff like that. Mutual consent, that's all what it comes down to. Mutual consent, easy. If somebody says no, there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? Goes both way, male and female, goes both way. But obviously it's Activision, right? And Activision officially quit on their social media. We talked about it, and yeah, no response. That's all she wrote. That's Activision. Call of Duty's complete silence, zero. July 21st, last tweet. July 20th, they were getting ready to reveal Call of Duty 2021. It is really not looking good for Call of Duty 2021 right now, because they were getting ready to reveal, and the whole state of California sued Activision. Pretty certain that the lawyers are telling Activision to not tweet anything out, to not say anything publicly. And the situation is really wild, you know? Like Charlie Intel out here, they're promoting Call of Duty on their behalf. They're like, hey, new playlist for Black Ops going live July 29th. Bro, this is hilarious. I mean, it's sad, but this part right here is hilarious. And seriously, man, this kind of goes to show you why Call of Duty games have been how they are, because the devs, they are too busy getting harassed. They don't want to be harassed. They want to be busy working on the game. They got families. They want to support their families. They want to work on the games. They want to work on something that they're passionate about. Obviously, I'm not saying that every dev has been harassed. In fact, in the last Activision video that we did, we also talked about it. Obviously, bad news, good news. I'm just a messenger, but you know, there were devs. There were 2 devs, in fact, that are currently working at Activision at Treyarch. They came on and they say that we have not faced those issues, and that's actually pretty good. Then, you know, we have the homie Mug. He's innocent. He says that, explain, I don't know, these big words they be putting in these documents. Yeah, man, they do be putting big words in these documents. And then man says that basically what Activision CEOs are saying isn't true, and they allowed what happened to happen. Says thanks, very nice of him. You know, nobody said thanks on the internet nowadays. But then another man came out, says that don't skip school. My guy, you don't have to go that personal. You don't have to go that personal. But this is the document, and dog, check this out. Nearly 1,000 employees. Not talking one spinneroonie guy. I'm pretty certain out of these 1,000 employees, 100, 200, maybe even more than 200 can do spinneroonies on top of Activision, and they should, and in fact they are. They should keep on doing that. I read the whole thing, but this is the main plot. Our company executives have claimed that actions will be taken to protect us. These are the employees talking. But in the face of legal action, the California lawsuit, for two people that do not know, I'm gonna recap it in 2 sentences. Give me a sec. The troubling official responses that followed. We no longer trust that our leaders will place employee safety above their own interests. These are the employees talking. Interest equal money. Then you hear this, and this is kind of shocking. At first, like, I really didn't think this is real. My first reaction was like, nah, there's no way Activision is trying to soften the blow. But then I read it, and yes, I was ignorant, because the reports included unwanted shoulder rubs. And shoulder rubs are, in my opinion, are fine, but they're fine with the homies, right? Like with the gang, with the familia. You know, one last ride, don't go for one last ride. F the Fast and Furious right now, F the Fast and Furious saga, even though I'm a fan, but for now, F the Fast and Furious saga. But you do that with the families, you know, you go for the shoulder rub. With the homies, you go extra hard. But these are the soldiers we're talking about, not the soldiers. Come on, Activision, not the soldiers. Being propositioned for doing Easter eggs unwillingly within the first day. Like, homie, we out here, we go for like those shoulder rubs on day 1000. On day 1000, and you're going day 1. Bro, like, these devs, they just want to make Call of Duty games or whatever the F you got going on. And even a game around the office where men would try to grow one another's, so obviously male, female, both come in that category. These allegations haven't been, they're trying to touch the pepe, the vaginas. These allegations haven't been as widely reported as the litany of testimonials from harassed women. So yeah, these are male, we're talking male only by the looks, from harassed women, but they also point to how systematic the issues were at a company. My guy, you got Grindr for that, you got Tinder for that. For two people that do not know what's going on, your Call of Duty and all their games and Activision as a whole is in serious trouble. Like, it is in serious trouble, because at first, you know, a female employee, that happened like 2 years ago. So just a recap, just to catch you up, this is gonna open up your third eye. 2-3 years ago, a female worker on a business trip at Activision took her own life. The reason being, from what we know from the lawsuit, is because the higher-ups at Activision, they were harassing her. They also had pictures of her, so she was most likely being blackmailed. She was most likely being blackmailed, right? But that wasn't written, or maybe it was written, but I missed it or something like that. But that's the vibe I'm getting. But in fact, they had pictures of her private parts, and they were showing to other colleagues, to other higher-ups, to other employees, even after she passed away. So Activision, no moral ground, no moral ground. That's the motto of Activision, right? They were doing that. And then the state of California was like, holy effing, they really went hard at Activision. They were like, okay, you gotta correct that, you gotta cope with us, you need to justify this, you need to get your whole Activision as a whole under control, you need good management. They gave Activision 2 years. It's very likely that we would have never figured out about this. It's very likely that this wouldn't have been reported if Activision was able to keep this clean, but they were given 2 years. They couldn't do anything. They in fact, they didn't do anything, and these issues kept on persisting. And then the state of California was like, the law was like, okay, time to put it out. They put it out, started trending, everybody started talking, and then Activision came out with the response. They were like, it's not true, we're disapproving, this is out of context, we disapprove that. They came out, obviously I'm paraphrasing. Then the employees got mad, rightfully so. Former employees started coming out, and just right now, an hour ago, current and even former employees have signed this letter. So they are giving their testimony, they have given their experiences, their opinions, the facts, the evidence. This is more evidence. This is 1,000 people. That's a lot. We're not talking one guy, guys. We're, you know, when one guy comes out, that's like nothing, right? Like, I mean, I don't want to sound bad like that, I don't want to say that, because even one guy experience can be a lot, and it should be, given that if that person is spitting facts. But my point here is that we're talking 1,000 employees. We're not talking one guy, 10 people, or 100 people. We're talking 1,000 employees. And even the ex-boss that was at Activision for 28 years, he just recently came out. So it is looking really, really bad. It's a developing story. We're gonna find out more in the coming days. Young Yes Talks Huge, I guess. He's also gonna be having a video out on it very soon. But yeah, it's not looking good for Call of Duty. It's not looking good for Activision. Hopefully Bobby's gonna say something, but looks like that he's on his private island. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I will keep you in the loops. Check out this video on the screen. Hopefully you're gonna get a kick of dopamine, and we'll see you right there. Peace out, sub muffins.